kiss on stage? No. This was strictly performative. This was entertainment. Nothing more, nothing less. And I don't think anything more of this post either. I think this post is just, again, showing love to those that have supported him and his show and this tour and being a participant in this very iconic moment.
What happens when two women share the same stage, the same artist, and the same moment, but only one walks away to face a storm of online? That's the question setting the internet ablaze after Chris Brown's recent concert moments with Summer Walker and Kayla Nicole. Both women joined Breezy on stage in back-to-back performances that had the crowd screaming, lights flashing, and social media going wild. But instead of equal buzz, the aftermath exposed a troubling double standard that fans can't stop talking about. Chris Brown's chemistry with both women was undeniable, playful, flirty, and full of energy, the kind of stage presence he's known for. Yet when the clips hit the internet, fans didn't react the same way. Summer Walker's dance with Chris was praised as artistic, fun, and a moment. But when Kayla Nicole shared that same spotlight, the tone shifted fast. Suddenly she was doing too much, trying to get attention and embarrassing herself. Some even went as far as dragging her personal life into the mix, claiming that this was the same kind of behavior that made her ex Travis Kelce walk away. It's a cruel twist of public perception. One performance, two very different reactions. So what exactly is going on here? Why are blogs and fans hurling criticism at Kayla while giving Summer a free pass? Is it about fame, fan bias, or something deeper about how the public views women in the industry? In this video, we're diving deep into the Chris Brown, Kayla Nicole, Summer Walker controversy, from the performances themselves to the harsh words that followed, and even Kayla's emotional decision to address the internet after days of non-stop trolling. We'll unpack how social media shapes double standards, the role of celebrity culture in fueling hate, and why fans always seem to choose sides even when the facts are identical. By the end of this video, you'll see this situation isn't just about two dances, it's about how the internet decides who gets grace and who gets dragged. When Chris Brown hit the stage, nobody expected the night to turn into one of the most talked about topics on social media. It all started with a mesmerizing performance, Chris in full control of the crowd, lights bouncing across the arena, and then Summer Walker stepping onto the stage. The energy shifted instantly. Fans screamed as the two artists moved in perfect rhythm, dancing close but effortlessly professional. It was smooth, it was sexy, and it felt like classic Chris Brown showmanship. Cameras flashed, fans posted, and within minutes, clips of their performance flooded social media feeds.
Oh my gosh, excuse me, Summer Walker! Oh my God! Get it, girl!
The comments, mostly positive. Fans praised their chemistry, calling it art in motion, stage magic, and two pros doing what they do best. No drama, no backlash, just appreciation. But things took a sharp turn when Kayla Nicole, the fitness influencer and former partner of NFL star Travis Kelce, joined Chris on stage during another show for a nearly identical performance. Kayla looked confident, glowing under the spotlight, matching Chris Brown's energy move for move. It was fun, flirty, and engaging, just like Summer's dance. But the reaction online couldn't have been more different. Within hours, social media began tearing her apart. Comment sections filled with insults, cruel comparisons, and endless speculation about her character. Some fans accused her of doing too much, while others went even further, bringing up her past relationship with Travis Kelce. One viral comment read, "Now we see why Travis left. This girl always chasing attention." Another said, "Summer's a singer. It made sense. But Kayla, she just looks desperate." These statements spread fast, amplified by gossip pages and blogs that fed off the controversy.
Okay, this is why I say Kayla Nicole is a little awkward and weird. I woke up to her fake Chris Brown on stage, okay? I'm not saying I'm gonna judge you, I'm just saying everybody else is. You know, she went on stage to take you down, okay? And I'm like, oh, okay, cool, maybe she's gonna do a little number. He's gonna dance on the side. No, she got in the chair, lifted them legs up, and they got the humping live in color. And I don't know, I guess she's single. She's like, I'm gonna enjoy my time outside, so I'm gonna do what I need to do. I'm just saying, okay, potentials might look at that a little funny, but who knows?
But here's what made it sting even more. Summer Walker's performance with Chris Brown was never treated the same way, even though it had the same flirtatious tone. No one called her out, no one questioned her professionalism or called her names. The question is, why? Fans began pointing out the clear double standard. One group argued that Summer Walker is a respected musician who's used to performing with male artists, while Kayla Nicole, being an influencer, was viewed as an outsider in the music world. Others claimed that misogyny and bias played a major role, where women who don't fit into a certain category are unfairly labeled. And while the conversation spiraled out of control, Kayla Nicole stayed silent at first, but the noise got too loud to ignore. The internet was filled with mockery, jokes, and assumptions about her personal life, until she finally decided to speak up. That moment would change everything. After days of relentless online dragging, Kayla Nicole could no longer ignore the noise. Her name was trending across X, formerly Twitter. TikTok edits were mocking her, and blogs were publishing headlines implying she had embarrassed herself. It became too personal, and it wasn't just about a dance anymore. It had turned into a public dissection of her character, her past relationship, and even her self-worth. Finally, Kayla spoke up.
Were you randomly selected? And I'm just going to tell you guys the truth, that I was asked very shortly before the show if I would be interested in doing it. But I didn't find out if I was going to be actually the girl until during the show, when the staff came up to the area that I was in and asked me if I would like to do it. And I realized that you guys are asking this because I've seen the discourse, and a lot of people are concerned that he's not really picking fans at random, that everything is premeditated. But I want to assure you that that's not the case. There have been several shows where the girls are absolutely super random, and I'm assuming that they don't get any heads up. So please calm down and do not come for Mr. Brown, because he is selecting people at random, and it could be you. So make sure you get your tickets for the next stop of the Breezy Bowl. Okay, question number 2. What were...
In a series of calm but emotionally charged Instagram posts, she addressed the entire situation without naming names. She wrote, "Sometimes people will judge you for existing loudly in spaces they never thought you belonged." The post struck a chord. It wasn't defensive, it was powerful. She didn't deny dancing with Chris Brown or apologize for it. Instead, she questioned why joy and expression from certain women get labeled as attention-seeking while others are celebrated for the same behavior. Her statement quickly went viral. Some fans praised her for standing her ground, calling her post classy and mature, but others doubled down, insisting that she was playing the victim. What should have been a moment of reflection for social media users turned into another wave of bullying and think pieces. Meanwhile, several influencers and celebrities subtly supported Kayla's message. A few female artists liked her post, signaling quiet solidarity. Even some fans who initially criticized her began to change their tone after seeing how respectfully she handled the backlash. But the real question still lingered in every corner of social media. Why did Kayla get attacked while Summer Walker didn't?
Kayla Nicole been waiting on this moment her entire life. Last night during Chris Brown's Breezy Bowl, he brought her on stage during Take You Down, and she was not playing. By now, we are all familiar with Kayla Nicole and her previous relationship with Travis Kelce. He is currently engaged to Taylor Swift. Kayla was spotted last night at the Breezy Bowl being a bad gal. She was definitely into the dance, and Chris Brown was into it as well. As we know, he does this regularly during his Breezy Bowl. Sometimes the girls are a little shy. Kayla was not at all. She was ready to get in the field. If he would have asked her to go back to the telly, she probably would have said yes. I'm curious to know what y'all think about this. Like I said, we all know that she previously dated NFL player Travis Kelce, but they called it quits and he has moved on to Taylor Swift. He has faced lots of public scrutiny following her breakup with Travis Kelce, especially when he got with Taylor Swift, but she is doing her best to live her best life and I'm all here for it. I want to know what y'all think regarding this situation, and I want to know what y'all would have done if Chris Brown.
The answer lies in perception. Summer Walker, a Grammy-winning artist, already has a defined stage identity. People expect her to perform sensually with male artists. It's part of her brand. With Kayla Nicole, she's an influencer. She's known for her fitness content, red carpet appearances, and her high-profile breakup with Travis Kelce. When she appeared on stage with Chris Brown, many didn't view it as performance art. They saw it as a social statement, something personal even though it wasn't. It's an unfair reality that women in the spotlight face constantly. Their every move is interpreted through the lens of who they dated, what they wear, and how society labels them. For Kayla, that meant being judged more harshly simply because she wasn't a singer. Some commentators online highlighted the racial and cultural undertones of the backlash too. They noted that women who project confidence, especially those seen as outspoken or independent, are often targeted more harshly by both fans and the media. One popular blog post read, "Kayla didn't do anything wrong, she just didn't fit the internet's favorite narrative." Even Chris Brown's team seemed surprised by how out of proportion the backlash had become. Sources close to the tour allegedly said the dance was rehearsed, professional, and meant purely for entertainment, just like Summer Walker's performance. Yet fans had already chosen their villain. In the midst of all this noise, Kayla's silence after her first post became even more powerful. She didn't engage with trolls or issue follow-ups. She went quiet, but her message lingered. It made people reflect, though not everyone was ready to admit their bias. What began as a moment of stage entertainment had evolved into a full-blown social commentary on double standards, sexism, and internet hypocrisy. And this wasn't the first time something like this happened in the entertainment world. But before we dive into those comparisons, let's take a deeper look at how the fan community itself might be fueling the toxicity and why Kayla's image became the easiest target. Once Kayla Nicole's post went viral, the fan divide became impossible to ignore. Social media is a magnifying glass for judgment, and in this case it exposed the stark differences in how audiences perceive women based on their status, profession, and personal history. Summer Walker, a recognized recording artist, was welcomed into Breezy's stage antics with applause and admiration. Kayla, on the other hand, became a lightning rod for criticism. One of the main factors fueling the divide was perceived legitimacy. Fans seemed to subconsciously assign value to a performer based on career credentials. Summer Walker's flirtatious energy was interpreted as part of her craft. She's a musician, a professional, someone allowed to take risks on stage. Kayla, known primarily as an influencer, did not have the same built-in credibility. For some, her presence felt out of place, as if she was intruding in a world that didn't belong to her. That perception alone fueled hours of debate, memes, and commentary across platforms. Then there was the relationship narrative. Kayla's past romance with NFL star Travis Kelce became an unwelcome lens through which people viewed her stage appearance. Tweets and TikTok comments linked her performance to trying to win back attention or showing off, turning a playful, consensual stage moment into a supposed personal statement. The reality, her dance with Chris Brown was rehearsed and professional, like Summer Walker's, but the internet doesn't always care about context. Tribal fan culture also played a role. Online communities often form around celebrities, creating instant alliances. Chris Brown fans, Summer Walker fans, and Kayla Nicole followers all have different expectations of behavior. Some fans felt the need to defend Summer while simultaneously tearing Kayla down. The effect? A digital battleground where nuance disappears, replaced by polarized opinions and emotionally charged hot takes. Social media algorithms then amplified the conflict. Posts attacking Kayla went viral faster than the supportive ones because outrage generates clicks. Memes, reaction videos, and think pieces spread across X, Instagram, and TikTok, creating a feedback loop of negativity. Even casual observers joined in, reinforcing the narrative that Kayla had somehow overstepped. Psychologists and media experts often point to the projection factor, the idea that people judge others harshly to distract from their own insecurities or biases. In this case, the internet's obsession with defining acceptable behavior for women, particularly in high-profile situations, meant Kayla became the easy target. Fans were less angry at the dance itself and more invested in policing her identity and choices. By the end of the week, it was clear the internet had chosen sides. Kayla Nicole's confidence was misread as arrogance, her enthusiasm as desperation. And while some voices rallied to her defense, they were often drowned out by the louder, angrier majority. This wasn't just a fan feud, it was a reflection of society's broader double standards. And it set the stage for the next part of the story, how media coverage took the controversy and turned it into a cultural debate, amplifying every critique while selectively celebrating others. What do you think about this double standard? Should Kayla Nicole have been treated differently, or is this just how the internet operates? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss updates on celebrity news, viral moments, and internet controversies. Share this video with friends who love celebrity drama and tell us whose side are you on, Kayla or Summer. Stay tuned because we'll be covering even more hot takes from the world of music, influencers, and viral moments that get everyone talking.